there's a woman on TikTok who is claiming that the health advice we've been receiving, the health advice that nutritionists give us is all racist. And it's basically to pull us away from our cultures. I can tell you full well that a lot of the food that is eaten in all of my cultures is unhealthy. That shit is grease. That shit is deep fried. It is high in calorie. To claim that it's racist, to me, is absurd. And you're going to see why in a second. I'm going to play the TikToks just so you can see. There's 3 TikToks that I'm going to play.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance, harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
Remember that you do not need to earn food.
We are all incorrectly taught from a young age that our size, and therefore the foods that we eat.
I just want to stop it right there, okay? Now, I'm not going to say anything mad because I know people will start coming at me. I am just going to say that these people are wrong, that this is terrible advice, that if you listen to these people, you're just going to put on weight and likely die much younger than you would have. Donuts are bad for you. We all love donuts. They are bad for you. You should try to earn certain types of food as a reward for your hard work. And you should recognize some foods as bad and some foods as good, whether they belong to your culture or not.
Well, look, I've never heard anyone say a dessert is a reward for eating vegetables.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I've heard
it about gym.
Yeah, like cheat day once a week.
Are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships with food and disordered eating.
Instead of focusing on good and bad choices, try to approach food with neutrality in mind.
The only foods that are bad for you are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants, or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
Eat without guilt, regardless of what society says.
Yeah, that's crazy. How can she say there's no food that is bad for you?
She's a nutritionist. That's a nutritionist. She's going to get people killed. Yeah. I don't know where the girl just before her got off talking, but I can imagine that woman is her nutritionist. Eat without guilt. There has to come a point where you know that you're overindulging. And there has to come a point where you realize that to eat something that is high in calories, you should be burning off calories so that your caloric intake doesn't go over the limit. Going over the limit is what puts on weight. Being overweight, we know, is linked to a lot of health problems.
If we're being really specific here, even things like too much salt can cause really bad health problems.
Yeah, 100%.
Too much sugar can cause really bad health problems.
I don't know where she got off telling people that. I don't know, I don't even know if people are actually listening to her outside of these 3 women that were in the video as well. There's a line, and when people cross it, they get fat. And then they have health problems, and it's linked to all sorts of problems. It will impede you in other areas of your life. It will make life more difficult for you to be overweight. If you're on TikTok, there's a lot of content on TikTok. I take back some of what I said. There is some decent content on TikTok now that I've been scrolling looking for some. However, it is still buried under a mountain of dog shit. I'm going to adjust what I originally said. During my time looking for content to react to on TikTok, I have found a couple videos. So I'm going to throw out a number. If there's 1% worth of good videos on there, there's still 99% dog shit on there. And please don't listen to people like this, even if you see a lot of nonsense on TikTok and a lot of it reinforcing itself. But it's not done yet. I'm going to play you the other clips just so you can see how far this idiotic behavior goes. See, I would have taken that as a joke if her name wasn't Black Nutritionist. First of all, any race that you put in there, black, white, Asian, I just need you to be a nutritionist. Giving me the right advice, it should be universal. Why would you call yourself Black Nutritionist if you didn't have some sort of agenda? I would have taken that as a joke until we got to the part where it said decolonize your plate. Do you know how wildly stupid it is to say that? Either your foods are good for you or they're not. You're supposed to be a nutritionist. You're not supposed to be an activist. There's a difference between those things. White people food can be healthy. Food from Africa can be healthy, but it's picking the right ones and putting it on the plate. It's not just everything from Africa or the Caribbean is good for you. I know people from the Caribbean that will literally tell me that they had to stop eating their native food because of how much weight they were putting on. It is what it is. It's nothing to do with race. I don't know why you would bring race into nutrition outside of like wanting to get a reaction, which is what she's gotten, and just wanting to get clicks. But I don't think anybody is stupid enough to actually take it.
I don't even think that's for clicks. I think that's probably what she actually genuinely thinks.
You think she's a genuine racist? I mean, you have to be racist posting shit like that. Imagine a white person posted that. It's pretty mad to post something like that. But there's one more video I want you guys to see, because the stupidity doesn't end there. This woman's not a nutritionist. This woman is a grifter. And she's just trying to play the race card because it's very polarized right now. This is not good advice. There's things from all of our cultures that are healthy, and there's things from all of our cultures that are really bad. And there is an obesity problem in the black community. We know that full well. We know there's a sugar intake problem, and whether the person is white or black that is giving you advice, it doesn't matter. If they give you good advice, that's it. They could be Turkish, they can be Greek, they can be from Saudi Arabia, they can be from some jungle, someplace on the planet. It doesn't matter. This shouldn't come down to race and trying to turn this into like an activist thing when it's purely just about health. And we already know that she gives bad health advice because of the people she had in her video. They already don't know what they're talking about. She accused one of the women of judging her food standards based on a false standard of health and using donuts as the example. Are you actually saying that eating donuts is healthy or that it's okay?
But well, what she was saying is don't feel guilty.
You should feel guilty. If you overindulge in something that is that unhealthy, you should feel guilty and you should do something about it. It's called being a responsible adult. It's one thing when a child sticks their hand in the cookie jar and just eats everything, and it's another thing when the adult is doing it. You should be more responsible.
This is the thing. If you think about kids growing up, you won't always give them sweets and stuff or fizzy drinks from a young age because it's not good.
Yeah, what irresponsible parent just gives their kid Fanta all day or just gives them donuts all day?
If you're not giving it to kids because it's not good, then it's not good for adults either.
Yeah, but I guess like the line between like, well, just the level of stupidity that has ramped up in the last like 2 to 5 years is insane. The fact that this is even a thing that they're trying to argue. This has nothing to do with fat phobia. This is not a diet hierarchy or a system of oppression. It's very clear. If I said to you, Sabi, like, we're going to get healthy, and then I gave you a bag of Doritos, you're going to look at me sideways, right?
Yeah.
You're going to go, okay, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. How could he know what he's doing? Now, it's okay if you want to overindulge in those things. That's up to you. Personally, I think it's irresponsible. I think you should feel guilty, but that's your prerogative. But don't tell other people that shit because you know full well it will kill people.
Yeah, not if you are a nutritionist and you know people are going to be listening and taking your advice.
That's the worst thing about this. This woman is a nutritionist.
Essentially, this is kind of like, I wouldn't say medical advice, but it's on the borderline, right? So it's like if you're teaching someone something about something they don't know anything about, I feel like that didn't make sense, right? So for example, if I'm talking to a builder and he's teaching me how to build a roof, because that's his trade, I'm going to listen and believe everything he tells me because that's his trade. He knows what he's talking about. So if she's a nutritionist and she's telling people all of this stuff, they're going to listen and believe it because they're going to think this is her trade. This is what she does. Yeah,
and actually she's just sabotaging you. And any nutritionist that says any bullshit like this is sabotaging you. It's okay to have a cheat day, but they're called cheat days for a reason because you're cheating on the responsible path. That's why they're not called cheat days for the heck of it. It's not a cheat week or a cheat month. It's a cheat day. And in a lot of cases, it's just a cheat meal or a cheat snack. People don't go whole days just eating shit. You have no idea the damage you'll do in one day and destroy a whole week's worth of work. So oftentimes people will, like for me, for example, when I'm having a cheat day, my cheat day is I will fast until maybe about midday where I know, okay, now after I eat, I'm not going to be hungry. I can indulge a little bit. My cheat day is once a week and it's usually something like maybe like some Japanese food. If I want to go to Kokoro, I might order a burger and chips from somewhere and I'll get a bit of cookie dough on the side. That's my cheat day. I'm done after that.
Sounds amazing.
It's great. Have you eaten from Creams before?
Mm-hmm.
Cream's cookie dough is undisputed.
No, I think their cookie dough is awful. Pizza Hut cookies. Pizza Hut's cookie dough is the best cookie dough. Have you tried Pizza Hut's one?
Yeah, I have tried pizza. Their cookies are nice.
No, their cookie dough.
You think
10 out of
Pizza
10.
Hut cookie dough is better than Cream's?
Yeah, I think Cream's cookie dough is shit.
You think it's shit? Wait,
Yeah.
what one have you had?
I think I've tried a couple different ones. It just tastes like just not
What?
nice.
It tastes like cookie dough of the highest order.
Nah.
I get the cookie dough, the milk chocolate cookie dough with Nutella sprinkled on it with Lotus Biscoff shavings on it.
Sounds good, but I would still rather a Pizza Hut one.
Well, you guys let us know in the comment section. Pizza Hut or cookie dough. Anyway,
Pizza Hut or Creams.
did I say Pizza Hut or cookie dough? Oh, my bad. It is not harmful to take care of your health, guys. I'm going to end the video on this. It is harmful to not pay attention to what you're putting into your body. If you walk into the local kebab, you order from them every single day. You have to know that you're doing damage to your body.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're going to the gym, if you're eating sloppy like that all the time, you are doing damage.
Yeah, and it's not even just about gaining weight. It's literal health problems.
Yeah, you're going to have health problems. Don't listen to people like this. You should earn the cheat day. Anything worth having should be worked for. Anything worth having needs to be worked for.
Tell them.
If you go to the gym 4 to 5 days a week, let's just say you go 2 days a week. I don't think you should be having a cheat day. If you're working towards losing weight. I think if you're putting in the work, you've worked really, really hard, then go for a cheat day. You've earned it. You've put in enough work. You've made that concession so that you can have the calories to fill that.
So 2 days is not enough work in your eyes?
No, hell no.
Depends on what you're trying to achieve, though.
Yeah, okay. I will say it depends on the situation. But in most cases, I can't imagine 2 days would warrant a cheat day.
2 days is better than people who go 0 days.
No, it is better. But then if you're eating like cookie dough, for example, when I order from Creams, that cookie dough is 2,000 calories. That's a whole day's worth of eating just in that little, and it's not even that big. It's like this big.
So if I go and get a Creams cookie dough every day, will I gain weight?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And
You know where to find me every night now.
You'll have problems as well. You do that, we'll record it over the space of a month.
I'd get sick though eating the same thing every day.
We'll see how your face changes.
No, I don't want to gain weight on my face.
I want you to gain weight on your face so they can see it.
I don't. I thought, do you know what? This is so weird we're having this conversation because I thought about this yesterday.
What, gaining
and
weight?
I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, do you know what? I just think a chubbier or fat face on me just would not look nice.
You're being
at all.
extremely fat phobic right now.
It would, no, I'm talking about myself. It would look awful.
Taylor Swift was talking about
Yeah,
herself.
I know.
You're being extremely fat phobic.
Yeah, but let's rewind for a second. I wasn't disagreeing with Taylor Swift. I said
It
this
sounded
fine what
like
she did.
you were.
I was just talking about understanding why people feel the way they do. But anyway, that's a different video.
Do you think?
If you want to go and watch it, head over to Midnight Rubbish, even though you're already on it right now.
Do you think people would find what you said fat phobic?
Probably, but I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about me with a fat face. I don't think it would look nice. That's like me saying, do I think I would look nice with a bald head? No.
You might look nice with a bald head.
I don't think I would.
So you're being bald phobic. How do you think Stone Cold Steve Austin feels about
Michael, you're just going to get me cancelled. People probably weren't thinking this stuff and now you're just putting it in everyone's heads. What's your comments?
Listen, we have to be inclusive. There's nothing wrong with being a bald woman, okay? Just look at Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Stop trying to justify...
But do I think I would look pretty with it?
Stop
No.
trying to justify your bald phobia and your fat phobia, okay? I'm tired of your bullshit, okay? This is for all you guys out there that are bald and for all the fat girls at home. I'm with you, okay? I'm with you. I stand with you.
Are you done?
I'm done. I can turn it off.